What's up everybody and welcome back to this brand new game here on the Authority Leagues Season 3 tournament. Today we have the match between Bastoncini and CK Tauras. The knife round is coming in. Let's see who's gonna win it.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna see a interesting matchup here in general today, since CK Tauras and Bastoncini haven't played before, so yeah.
Yeah, we cannot really tell anything about them yet, and that's what probably makes it interesting, this game coming in. Richa, the team from CK Towers, I was looking at who it was, won the knife round, and I think they are going to be starting or selecting the CT side as their startup, which is obviously a good starting off. Yeah, I'm really excited about this match and how it is going to go. They need to switch and taking their sweet little times.
Using every minute to get their tactics down.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a last minute thingy coming up. Last minute change coming in for Secret Towers. They needed their coach to be there, so we had to fix that. And with that, it took just a bit longer for the map feature to come in, but now we're all ready. Secret Towers, as I said, starting on their CT side. Some util been bought for the Bastoncini side, and no util for Secret Towers. So let's see what this is gonna bring.
Yeah, and we're seeing heavy presence from the CTs towards B and early rotations off. Just gambling early on into the round. 1B right now.
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting call considering they don't have a diffuse kit or anything. But rotating back towards the B side, smokes are coming up and it seems like a short execute is coming in, or are they gonna go towards long? At least taking brackets, falling back a P250 on no fan, and they're gonna be moving towards B now. A smoke is still there. You would like to see some more smokes coming in for the B side usually, but they're gonna be trying it with just one. At Zaiwu still waiting on long for contact to be made, but there's the B push coming in. 1 minute left on the clock. Rotations are still there. Zaiwu has to pick a player. Maybe rotation is coming in for Bastoncini now. Not sure. Smoke will be thrown on top side, and it's just looking pretty good for Bastoncini. Players are coming in. The 2v4 now. Bomb is still down inside of Banana. It's in the end. The 1v4 now. Having to come in. Bomb is going to be planted. And Bastoncini should have this round in the bag.
Yeah, and it all comes down to Shido here, who cannot really do a lot here in this 1v4.
No. That's for sure. He's going to get taken down. There we get it. Bastoncini. Probably having a longer name, but the shorter one will do for now. And we are going to be seeing... They're going to be buying up CK Tauras. Probably having to go for an eco, or they're going to be going for some armored eagles. No full eco coming in. The full banana push. This is getting interesting.
Yeah, and no nades either, so this might be a mow down. Or never mind. Are they Astrala stacking?
Yeah, that's an Astrala stack coming in. Okay. Bastoncini, are they gonna... They're at least probably gonna, like, check it with one player. And then they will just push towards A side, so...
And in for a treat.
Yep. In for the retreat. 1 kill found. The full stack has been taken under. And now we are gonna see the 4v5 coming in. CK Towers running down Banana. They're trying to get at least like a bomb deny or something like that, but it's probably already too late for that. The bomb is gonna go down. As we see Bastoncini just mowing them down, it seems like. At least 1 kill found. Fagal still down to 1 HP, but it seems to be all just disappearing for CK Tauras. Round probably lost, and we see the 2-0 now coming in for Bastoncini probably.
Yeah, and the Astrala stack, interesting strategy to come out there, but fun nevertheless.
Yeah, it's fun to try, but usually, like, you at least have one guy checking it, you know, in the second round. It is just like a basic thing. It has become a basic thing to check. You don't want to get swept by that Australis stack It's happened too many players before, most likely, so.
Early banana control for Bastoncini here. Will they spot out the player on sandbags though?
Yeah, they're doing some damage. No kill found yet. Rika gonna get hit here by the spray through the wall. He's boosted up. Will find himself one. Is gonna get traded out. So the 4-on-4 is there. Bomb still down in towards that spawn on the scooter where you usually drop the bomb, obviously. The damage advantage seems to be in the favor of Bastoncini, but not really much we can tell just yet. Simple setup for CK Towers has been played, and a default still for Bastoncini. They're picking up the bomb right now, moving towards the B side, it seems like. Having still 2 smokes. A fake smoke is coming in, which will leave only 1 smoke. Even though CK Towers doesn't have any util, you would like to see, once again, 2 smokes coming in on the B side. It's Lesser who will get hit there. Fuggle trying to push through. Won't be able to pick him up, and the B push is coming in now. There we go. Hunter with 2 kills. B side taken over. That's going to be the bomb plants coming in. Shido probably just gonna be saving his M4 here. Will be walking into the AK of Silrak, and that will be round done and dusted. Round 1 by Bastoncini. And we see here, yeah, nice kills coming out for the Bastoncini side.
Yeah, for sure. And I think their patience just won them that round. They stayed patient and played off of the picks they got. As we see the half buy from CK Tauras.
Yeah, mates are bought. No, sorry, go on.
And they find themselves in an early 3v5.
Yeah, great early picks coming in from Pagal there. 2 players from Secret Tower still left in banana. We're seeing an A push coming in right now.
They're just holding them W at this point.
Yeah, this is an easy take. 2 more players to find for the Bastoncini side. Short might be the place to be. It's Hunter. Taking him down to 8 HP. As Richa is the only player left. Has to fight it all with a Deagle. But that's not gonna work out. It is Bastoncini taken 4. And it looks to be a pretty good half already, knowing that Inferno, usually it's called also with the new CSGO meta of the M4A1S. Most likely gonna have the CTs in their favor. We see the scoreboard coming up right now. Interesting. CK Tower is still not really into the game just yet. They have not gotten that much frags yet, but now the full buy is coming in. Let's see what's gonna happen. They have some util to work with, and yeah, interesting.
Yeah, and Bastoncini probably just calling a timeout, just giving everyone a breather after they just held W onto that A bomb site.
Yeah. Yeah, Bastoncini for now. They're just really out aiming CK Towers, and it's still the early stages of the round, so now a full buy coming in. We're gonna find out what CK Towers have to bring against a team like Bastoncini when the guns are matched. But yeah, for now, as you said, it's just basically Bastoncini running on the side. They're not really outsmarting CK Towers for now, but if you get yourself a 4-0 lead, why would you try to do that if it's working out this way?
Yeah, for sure. And seeing AWP come out for both sides, especially on that T side Inferno AWP, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with it.
Yeah, really. Looking forward to it. Moldown gonna be peeking here. Will have himself that Furia one way. I thought that was gonna be a hit, but it wasn't.
And again, early A aggression from Bastoncini, and they're just holding W up short again.
They're pushing in, are they? Fagel will get himself a trade. It's a 2v4 now coming in. Silrak still getting one more piece of the pie, but that's gonna be a 2-on-3 now. Left. Silrak left with 14 HP. Only Reacher to find still inside of the pit. The rotations from CK Towers are a little bit late. They're still expecting a guy to lurk up short. Rika gonna be his head spot, and it will be the 2-on-2 retake now coming in.
Yeah, and if you're CK Tauras, you're just asking yourself, do we go for this? Do they know that C-Rec is low? So
Yeah, definitely interesting to see what they're gonna try. They have some utility still to work with, and if you had that intel about one player being really low, then you might as well just try it. You also have to think about needing to win some rounds finally. And great stuff there. The retake has been held. And then, yeah, you're also asking yourself, was it really worth going for it? But, I mean, I would have personally just gone in for it. That's all I have to say. We're gonna see what is gonna happen now with CK Tauras having a pistol by 5-0 for Bastoncini. And for now, there's not really much going wrong for them. Other than
Yeah,
possibly they're gonna get a little bit aggro.
and CK Tauras just not able to match the aggression of Bastoncini, getting out aimed and Lazar with a nice find, getting straight out.
Great opening for Laser coming in. Molda now inside of the boiler. Will gets picked. Shido also getting a kill with his Deagle. Leaves the 2-on-3 coming in. And Richa is usually an A player too. So maybe Bastoncini knowing where the players are playing. Figuring that slowly but surely out. And that's probably B side clear. They're still throwing a lot of utility obviously. You cannot clear it out just by looking at the names. We see still Hunter waiting for that push to come in from it. Will hit Richa, not taking him down. Ditto gonna get peeked, and oh my goodness, Hunter with just 1 HP left.
Throws the AK out of the map as well, and is he ready for Risha to still be there?
Ooh. He takes him down, and I thought he was gonna be dead there. With 1 HP dropping off that balcony, he's making some risky plays there. Definitely.
Yeah, but still great damage for CK Tauras with the Deagles, but again, not a round win, and that's really what they need.
Yeah. But now the full buy again coming in. You also see the nice thing about CS now. With the meta changing, you see everyone having... Oh no, the team kill is coming in. This is a disaster already. I was trying to speak about this, but this is probably a bit more important. Everyone from CK Towers is falling apart one by one. Only Lazar now left in a 1-on-5. He can peek Banana, but this could be a clean sweep. He's peeking into the upper. And that's Bastoncini just wrapping that round up, putting it in a box, and let's go on to the next one.
Yeah, and flawless round against a full buy that is gonna be upset in the team speak right there.
Yeah. It's most likely gonna be. I was speaking about like all the players from CK Towers now having the M4 A1Ss, but clearly that round they didn't have any chance of using it. Trino now picking up the first, almost getting the second there, just about missing his head, and Moldown is a sitting duck here most of the time, but the Eagle still not nerfed enough for that kill to not come through. 3-on-3 now coming in. Silrak will be finding himself a frag, and again, same situation. Richa, usually the one to play A. Push com B coming in. What is that?
Yeah, and CK Tauras not standing a chance up until now.
Yeah, we keep having faith with them now having a full buy once more. Yeah, we see the nice replay coming in there. Just completely mowing them down there on the mid. Great stuff there coming out from the Bastoncini player.
And can we talk about Silrak? He is 14-1 right now.
Oh my goodness, yeah, I didn't even realize. That's 2K. Adding up the counter to 14 already with only 1 death. Jesus Christ. That's an impressive situation right there.
And let's see if CK and Tauras can find their first on the CT side. And it's honestly a little bit concerning that they haven't been able to find a single CT round up until now, knowing that Inferno is probably easier to play on CT than it is to play on T.
Yeah, most people tend to say it's a bit more CT-sided, but the rotations are very hard, and if a team knows how to play it, or if a team is just bagging it out, then probably Inferno is gonna be a pretty hard one. It seems to be a B Side execute now coming in. Players from Secret Towers are rotating. Lazar just about missing that peak. He will spot them cross. Lazar with the kill through that flashbang. But the trade is instantly there. A 4-on-3 now coming in with 40 seconds left on their clock. Bomb is going to be planted. So this is probably the biggest opportunity CK Towers have yet to receive. But if that things are going to go happen, when you just spray through the smoke and find a kill like that, it's going to be a pretty hard game. I gotta tell you. Spectrino is still inside of the coffins, playing, pushing out. 3 M4s still there for Secret Towers. No AWP yet. Saiwu is gonna be peeked there. Moldown with the kill. It's only Fabu now left. Fabu Jack will get taken out. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, the first round coming in for CK Towers now.
Yeah, and finally, the 9th round is the charm, as they say, and
Yeah. The 9th round is the charm. That's the usual term, you know?
yeah, and they needed that round. Everyone's starting to tilt at that point when you're 8-0, and they really needed that one.
Yeah, they really do. Moldown is going to be peeking. They're not scared of the molly because of one-way smoke coming in there once again. And Zaiwu just starting things off like this. The flashbang was perfect and the peek is even better.
Yeah, and the sheer confidence they currently have as Moldown gets the nice peek onto Belgard.
Yeah, great stuff there. The 4-on-3 now coming in. We see Tilrek finding a kill. Spectrino pushing through the smoke. Finding himself 2 frags, which leaves the 2-on-2 to coming in. Never mind. 2-on-1 now. Rotations can come in. Spectrino is gonna be on B at the same time as Fabu Jack is. So possibly, maybe, there's a possibility of Spectrino getting some early aggression here inside of Coffins. Maybe Bastoncini isn't expecting him to be already towards Coffins. But the AWP is going to be posted up. And this should be a kill for Zaiwu all time. There we go. He's going to be getting it. 9th round is going to be there for Bastoncini. And they're having a really nice game so far. Just losing 1 round.
Yeah, and CK Tauras again on a force buy, it seems, or yeah, they're gonna be forcing this one, which with the MP9 posted up against 4 AKs and all, that is not gonna be an easy task.
No, it clearly isn't. Flash is used on mid, there we go. Again, Bastoncini seems to be taking bracket control with really a fight from CK Towers. They don't have the guns for it this time, I have to be honest. But then still, you could post an MP9 up close, maybe do something with that. But then the flashes are also going to be perfect. So we are gonna see the first kill coming in there from Silrek. It's Hunter who's gonna get taken out through the smoke. And possibly CK Towers actually making this round work with their eco. 3-on-3 now. Coming in. Moldown is still down to low HP. And with 1 minute left on the clock, a 3-on-3 situation has been taken.
Yeah, that is right, but the guns still favor Bastoncini heavily here. And as they look to go towards this A site, it seems, which is going to be completely clear. That smoke forced all of CK Taurus over to B.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
That's a
they just
perfect smoke. Yeah.
They just realized.
Oh my goodness. Like literally, you're telling me that, but now I started to realize everyone from Secret Towers just getting completely lost by that smoke. Taken towards that B side is trying to gamble it, but Bastoncini just knowing what to do in that situation. And this is the fakes that I was talking about. First round taken by CK Towers. It's probably Bastoncini just trying something new. And it definitely worked out, the fake. No kit there for CK Tauras, so they're probably just gonna be safe, and maybe they're gonna try to Doja at Zaiwu here. Maybe that's probably what is gonna happen. Yep, they're already moving towards it. There we go. Moldown peeking out, takes them both out, and I was expecting it to happen. Moldown will fall, but it's 2 for 1. Honestly, it was a great play, but looking at the money from Bastoncini, it didn't help much, if I'm honest.
Yeah, not only didn't it help much, but again, it's 10 to 1. You really just need the rounds, and the frags are nice, of course, but not getting the rounds must be frustrating at this point.
Yeah, I agree
And
with you.
looking at this again, Bastoncini just holding W up mid, and
Ooh, a mole down actually coming in, or a mow down, whatever you want to call it. 2 kills found for mole down, 2 for Richa. It's only at Zaiwu now left. Is gonna peek out for a second. Left with 20 HP. He is gonna be dropped down, and Richa just taking him down. And the second round on the board for CK Tauras. The full doubling not working this time because of that nice spray down from Mole down. Making that joke, obviously. But we are gonna be continuing.
yeah, and that was the first time CK Tauras have been able to contain this mid presence. I mean, if you look at the other rounds on a minute 30, Bastoncini basically at top mid control, so great
Yeah.
stuff coming out from them.
It's a great... Ooh, that pick from Lazar. Once again going in for more. Second kill also there. First of all, he tagged him, and then second peek is perfect. Killing second player as well. I don't remember correctly who it was. Probably at Saiwu, but he just got taken out there without him really getting a chance to fire and bullets. Mole down. Still waiting with his AWP on shore. 3 on 5 now coming in. Hunter still not having gun he wants, obviously, with that Tech 9. Might be able to get a gun here, but Mole down with the AWP. Second offer for CK Tauras. Trying to do it. He tags. Xerox down.
Yeah, not a lot you can do here with 2 HP in the 1v3.
Yeah. It's probably just a round over. Because Xerox is gonna be moving towards that T-Apps with 2 HP. As we said, not a lot he can do, but maybe he can take one of the players for CK Tauras down, and that would mean a lot, knowing that CK Tauras is having some economical issues, and also for the CT side being a bit of a mess with the economy. Oh, that step is gonna be hurt, and Mole down, full on ready for it, full on ready for the peek out of Boiler, and that's gonna be a round 1 by CK Tauras there.
Yeah, and this is the first time we've seen Bastoncini not on the best money. Probably talking about a
Yeah.
half buy here. This might be the 4th CK Tauras round. Maybe getting that 5th and hopefully getting back into a competitive game here.
Yeah, that's obviously would be a nice thing to see, because that would potentially mean 4 or 5 rounds, and then it isn't lost yet, but it is already pretty close to it. Not starting off great there with the kill from Fabu Jack there. Instantly dropping that up over, obviously, to Ed Zaiwu. Cheeto gonna be peeking out. Will get himself that frag. A 4 on 4 now coming in. We're gonna find out if Bastoncini is gonna be going towards the A side. No, gonna wrap around towards B, but the fake is there for Boo Jack still having himself that AWPs. Waiting behind that smoke, the bomb is gonna be dropped. Chido, he should realize that the bomb is there now. Bastoncini, no chance of going towards the B side now. Tilrek picking up that D kill will leave the 3 on 3 coming in. Chances still there from Bastoncini, but they still have 2 pistols to work with too.
Yeah, and 50 seconds left, so this round is definitely not over. Favoring CK Tauras heavily as seemingly everything falls apart for Bastoncini.
Oh, Cheeto with that 4K. Great stuff for him with that M4. The last round in the half is now coming in. The double up setup for CK Tauras. It has worked out quite a few times now for them. They won that last round too against that eco. Still getting a bit closer than expected, but not losing. So now the double up setup hopefully coming in once again. So we are going to be seeing a competitive game. A push on B coming in. Regal gonna get taken down. And you also have to think about it. You see a shift coming in here for CK Tauras. First of all, the first few rounds they got run over so many times by that aggression from Bastoncini, and now they are capable of at least standing their ground for a little bit longer. You said it, most time 1 minute 30 seconds they already had themselves brackets control, and now Bastoncini not even gonna try it because they know it's going to be a hard job doing it. Oh, that molly's missing. That is gonna be $600 down the drain, even though that doesn't really matter now. It is a piece of util thrown, and the last Molotov that CK Towers could have used for the denial of an execute.
Yeah, and this round again starting off very aggressively for Bastoncini, and yeah, I don't know if their aggression has worked out these last few rounds, as CK Tauras has been ready for it, or not, I guess, as they find themselves the A side.
Yeah, great stuff there. Great clearance. The 2-on-2 now coming in. The smoke will be used on top of Modo, and there we go. Bastoncini having the 2-on-2. Now Rifle is been switched over, but look at the HP from Bastoncini. It isn't a lot. The AK is picked up because Lazar probably got the call that they were low as well, and the AWP is obviously not a favorable thing on the A side retake. Flash is coming out on short. Silrek might get spotted here from Maps. It's Lazar to find the kill. Only Hunter 4k. He could get 3 this round. Not even getting 3. The 4k not coming in. And that will be 5 rounds now on the board for the CK Towers side. At least better than as you see on the scoreboard now. It could have been like 14-1. So great that CK Towers at least held their ground for a bit longer. And that we are gonna get a nice game now flowing. Let's see if CK Towers is in any way gonna be able to get to the level that Bastoncini was on their T side.
Yeah, and I think those last 4 rounds in a row definitely boosted their momentum. I think that was very important, not only for, of course, winning the game, but also the team atmosphere.
Yeah, they're waiting in T-spawn a little bit longer, and that might have been the thing for Bastoncini that they were hoping for, because now they have gotten so much control, and that is just gonna be Moldown still staying AFK. Oh no, we're instantly gonna continue, mate. You don't have that much time. You can call a pause, but this is not gonna be that sharp. Yeah, we see the emote from the coaches coming in, or we don't see that on the stream. 2v1 now coming in for Silrak. He will be the one running from behind, and he is gonna be peeking out. He's sticks to the fuse kit first, obviously. Prioritizing the after-plan material over the kill. Moldown still hiding inside of sandbags. Will he be expected? The USP is peeking out, and CK Tauras, even though having a guy inside of T-spawn and letting Bastoncini push all the way down mid and Banana, they still are able to take it back.
Yeah, and what was that? I mean, their CTs, they held W down mid on the pistol round. That was
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, they probably expected CK Towers to also push into them a bit, or like at least like try to take some control, and then when they were maybe jumping, take them down. But yeah, maybe also them staying in the back of spawn for a bit longer helped them like progress into that round, helped them with the early frags coming in. But now a pause is there. We are going to see CK Towers obviously getting themselves a buy. Bastoncini has already bought everything they could with the nice pistol armor coming in. Let's find out what they can find with that. Not a lot of util is there, but the Deagles are definitely going to be fine with those kills.
Yeah, and 2 AKs coming out in the second round for CK Tauras, but
Ooh, yeah.
not the best util just yet, as they might want to get themselves a couple more smokes and flashes just to counter these pistols.
Yeah, they might want to get that because if not, it might be resulting in them actually getting like ecoed or force, whatever you want to say. Ah, we're going back to the caster desk. There we go. Interesting to see this match progress because it's definitely a banger. I honestly, when it started off with a 10-1 for Bastoncini, I did in no needs or no anything expect CK Tauras to get back in this fashion. And now with the pistol round in, potentially the second and the third round too, with this force buy coming in, at least Bastoncini having one more chance to get themselves 11. But after that, an eco must come in, and then maybe there's a chance for CK Tauras to get potential tie-in. You never know. There's still a long way to go, obviously. And we are gonna start off with the game again, I see like.
Yeah, and that was exactly what I was speaking of. But CK Tauras just getting back into the game and hopefully making this more competitive than it was in the first half.
Yeah. Definitely gonna be. I think 2 smokes already used on mid there. It's Laser starting things off there with the first kill. The one way from at Zaiwu. I used to throw that one too, and it worked out quite a bit of time. So nice stuff that he is also using it. It isn't my smoke, obviously, so it's not me having to get the props. It is a 4-on-4 now coming in. Bastoncini stacking the A side now, it seems like. At least taking some of that short control. Stacking short. Rotation could come in here towards that B side for CK Tauras, even though Bastoncini hasn't showed themselves on mid. Babu Jack still left alone on the B side, having some util to work with. Tilrak trying to find himself the frag there on mid, and with still 3 players being on the A side, Bastoncini might have baited them into a B hit. Another smoke used here on that B side. And now maybe CK Tauras is going to rotate back. I'm not sure if they are. They're spreading out with already taken control. I don't necessarily know if spreading out is the way. But oh my goodness, the bomb is going to rotate down. And this is totally what Bastoncini wanted. All the smokes thrown on that B side. And now pushing into the A side is CK Tauras. At Zaiwu. Gonna get peeked first. Will pick himself up the AK. And this is working out. How have CK Tauras let this one go away? I would say if Lazar is able to get some more frags, it could make it more interesting. 10 seconds left. Bomb still has to go down. And this is all just working out for CK Tauras. What a shot for Lazar there in the end. Almost. They got denied, but look at that stuff. Those are some nice highlights you don't want to miss.
Yeah, and what a close round. I mean, the fake from Bastoncini that there's more people towards the B side by dropping smokes for Fabu Jack was just perfect. I mean, he was alone on that side, caused the rotation towards that A side, and almost got them the round.
Yeah. Great. Great 3-stack there, and that's obviously the only real thing you can do. Obviously, you can tap all the heads down, but it's easier said than done. But like when stacking a side with pistols, you obviously have a bigger chance of winning. Bastoncini playing that really well there on the side, actually hiding in different spots, and they almost got CK Tauras there off guard. Only I think it was like 7 or 6 seconds to plant a bomb. And yeah, with that less time left, you're really gonna think about what if, like, what if the rotations were coming in just a little bit later for CK Tauras? That would have been absolutely devastating for them. So they perfectly timed it. And now we're continuing with the 18th round now. 4 AKs and 1 Mac 10 will be what CK Tauras has.
Yeah, and probably just hoping for that Mech 10 to farm a couple of kills, get in that extra money.
Yeah, so the aggression coming out from the CT's Hunter. Able to get himself 2 kills. 1 minute and 30 seconds now left on the clock. Turek is left in that 1v3 with having himself a deagle. Walking inside of that Mexico position is still going to be able to find one. And he will spot the bomb on Scooter if he's not going to peek out but just move back. Yes, he does. There's the bomb under his feet. 1v2 now coming in and no armor for Silrek. Bomb is picked up and 1v2 now coming in still. Silrek is gonna be rotating over. Lazar still predicting a guy coming inside of that banana, but I don't necessarily know if Lazar is going to be staying there for a little bit longer. Moldown tapping him down. And it will be the 8th round now on the board. 2 more rounds for CK Towers are needed in order to tie up the game. That would be absolutely lovely.
Yeah, and great comeback from them. I mean, 10-1 again was the score we've seen before, and Bastoncini did look invincible, but CK Tauras just pushing against all odds.
Yeah, they're able to push further than I expected they were. So yeah, maybe this is actually a tie coming in, and then they are gonna be probably trying to boost up even more. The half wall flash is coming in there, even though there's no one from Bastoncini holding the banana. They're not taking that aggressive peeks into banana as I expected them to. They would be, but yeah, Etsai Wu trying to do it early. Not really 100% seeming to be working out for them so far. 1 minute is gonna be soon hit. 3 players on the A side for the Bastoncini side. The smoke on long is thrown, and Bastoncini giving them a lot of space now to work with. The Molotov is gonna try to deny that a bit. It's actually gonna split some of the T's out. Still, we see Fegal playing inside of that pit position. Nice 2k coming in there for the Bastoncini side. A 3v5 now coming in. Moldown trying to frag with that AWP. Hunter still boosted on top of the side. Will fall down into the AWP of Moldown. And that's the A side taken over. Actually, TK Tauras looking to make this one work. It is the 1v3 now coming in.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, Bastoncini's defense on that A side just fell apart very quickly with peaks and no refrags coming in, and Adzai Wu might just go for the save here.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best thing that he can do. Yeah, as we said, TK Towers getting closer, need only 1 more round in order to tie up the game, and then both teams are in double digits, so I always think when a team hits double digits, everything is possible, and after CK Towers hitting 5 there on that CT side, things were looking to go their way a bit more, but now with 9 hits, this could actually be a game that could still, like, go to something like overtime.
Yeah, definitely. And as we look at Bastoncini's money, they do have the AVP, but they don't have a lot of other guns. They only have 2 Deagles coming out with a P250 alongside a flash and a smoke as well as a nade. So CK Tauras set up to take this 10th here.
Yeah, a good setup here, but Bastoncini having themselves still the Deagle and the armor to work with, and we know what Deagles and armor can provide. A lot of frags. Silrek, can we just take a look at him? 25 frags already on that board for him, and no one from Bastoncini is getting close to it. Maybe you can think Hunter is getting close, but it's still the same frags as Fuggle, like in between them. That's absolutely crazy. So great stuff.
Yeah, and great stuff indeed as we see the AWP on both sides and Moldown, who got back from having a really bad stat line in the first, I don't know, 10 rounds or something, to get out the AWP and yeah, get CK Tauras back into this game.
Yeah, earlier I said that Lazar was the main opper because he was the one to buy the AWP first, but I might have to change that because Moldown is having a big of a game now with also getting the up now first on that T side, so probably made a mistake on that one. It is in the end at Sai Wu, who has himself the 2 kills already found there. A push is now coming in. Silrek will find himself 1. The trades are coming in, and it's certainly a 1v3 for Lazar coming in. Adzai Wu already pushing in from behind. This AWP is gonna be huge if he finds it, and he does. Round 1 by Bastoncini, and they take themselves some guns. 2 AKs also picked up for the Bastoncini side, and we are gonna see 11 rounds now on the board. Bastoncini, let's see
Yeah,
if they can make it a little bit closer towards that victory.
Adzai Wu just having the impact frags that round, just getting 2 early picks, forcing CK Tauras into that A side, and yeah, Deagles handle the rest.
Indeed, the Deagles were also coming in clutch there. 1 kill going the way of Bastoncini there early on. The B side is taken over, but a 4v4 retake now having to come in. And still, 3 Mach 10s is not gonna be what you want for the CK Tauras side. Definitely. This is probably gonna be a real hard retake for them to complete. They don't have a lot of utility anymore to work with, and Bastoncini almost has all they want. They can use like 8 flashes over the side before they push in. It's Adzai Wu who's gonna get flashed by his team though. And the 4K able to get a kill. It's a 2-on-3 now coming in. Ball down will get himself a frag, and also Spectrino then. So the round will go in the end towards CK Towers, and now they secure themselves double digits. We see Bastoncini still having themselves kind of a full buy now coming in, but Babu Jack going for that P to 50 once again is gonna be the only one on the B side, and honestly, I don't think one player on the B side is gonna be enough. If Lazar just mows you down like that, then probably 4 on A is needed.
Yeah, and Fabu Jack, over the course of this entire game, has sort of taken the Sanji role, just dropping guns to other people and being on a P250 himself.
Yeah, a lot of times that's probably the term we use nowadays with players doing that. Because Sanjay obviously used to do that a lot with our boy James, and he was probably able to save the op multiple times. But that's a, that's a discussion for later. Silrek will be getting the dink in. Silrek with a kill. Silrek with 3. He's trying to go for more. Just about missing on the last one. Peggle will be playing this to perfection. 1v1 now coming in. And the 2 players obviously being low by Silrek. So him giving the props there. But it is a great round coming out there from Bastoncini. Almost CK Towers had it. Almost CK Towers getting that tie up. But if you have a player like Silrek, who is already on 29 frags, just mowing everyone down, it is going to be a hard job getting into that A side.
Yeah, and these rounds are very close, and also something we've seen over the course of those last 3 rounds is the team with the worst buy has won every single one of those. Yeah.
Okay. That's a good thing you bring that up, yeah. Bastoncini picking up the round with the Deagle, then now maybe CK Towers can do it with them having the 2 Deagles and Bastoncini having the better buy. It's Adzai Wu gonna get taken down, and it might be looking at it, Julian. We might be seeing this happening once again. It is just a common thing in CS nowadays that like eco rounds or worse buys coming out in the play, but Babu Jack still having to be dealt with on that B side. The 4-on-3 now coming in. The AK, or one of the Deagles has been taken down. Lesser joining from long, trying to wrap that A side. Still, CK Tower is unsure of what to do. They know there's only one MP9 or maybe a second player on the B side, but I would also call it only being one player. For Boojak has to step up here with that MP9. Will be checked and will be traded. A 2-on-3 now.
Yeah, and that might be the round. And again, it's the Deagles winning the round, and I don't know how they're doing it, but they are. As Shido gets the great kill.
Yeah.
Double op T side.
Ooh.
Interesting setup.
Yeah. Laser and Reacha having it right now. Did I just see a Gunyer there or not? I was really unsure of if I did or not, but that's probably, is that a Gunyer? No, it probably isn't. Oh, it's a Mortis. Okay. Um yeah, just I didn't call that ever. The Mortis is a nice skin, of course, but Gunyer is probably a bit more expensive than that. And if you can like out outview a caster with that, then you should probably just get that cheaper Mortis. Um, yeah, in the end, even though the Deagles didn't get themselves the frag, still, you have them, and they need to, like, at least be there. So, I'm not necessarily sure, like, you need the AK players to really step up there. No Deagle frags really found in that round, but still, after that round, Bastoncini is left to go for an eco. No pieces of armor now, so maybe this is a round where we actually see the eco round not coming in play, because all the times, I mean, it wasn't necessarily an eco round, but it was a force round coming in. So you had the worser buy than the opponents had. Now, without any armor, the aim punch is gonna be in place, and a lot of damage is gonna be dealt to you. So let's see what's going on. Fabu, Jack, together with Wu, having the smokes on that B side now to work with. Nate coming down there inside of Banana. Inside of that Cubby is thrown. Richa left with 60 HP. Again, the short setup coming in from Bastoncini. They've tried it many times. Not really been working out because CT Tauras didn't push the short side right in that moment.
Yeah, and Fabu Jack is looking like he might be in for trouble with 3 players taking Banana here and him being the only player on this B bomb site. But they're gonna go again for the dropped smokes, pretending there's more than one person on the B side.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, if you now see this and you want to anti-strat a team like Bastoncini, then the thing is, the next time you play Inferno, you should like go to B more, because that's what Bastoncini is leaving. They know that CK Towers is playing A quite a lot, and they keep falling for it. The Deagles actually coming in play, or at least for now it's only one Deagle. The B side could be taken over here. Richa is faster than Wu probably. No smoke really there. Maybe that there is a CT smoke, or is there? No, there is no CT smoke. Wu is already there, but the USP isn't gonna find a frag. Hunter is left to 31 HP though.
And the round basically being over with Fabu Jack being found on Banana and CK Taurus knowing that there is no one else on B.
Yeah. Knowing that, we are gonna see Silrek still having a small chance of completing this. He doesn't have a defuse kit though, so we are gonna find out what he can do. There's no armor on him, so if he gets hit once, his screen is gonna go to the top. Ooh, almost finding it still. You saw it,
Yeah,
the aim punch came in, and then it's really hard to control that AK.
nice try nevertheless, but great eco coming out from Bastoncini, not quite getting them the round. Now
Yeah,
coming out with a full buy from both sides.
yep. We see utility on both sides has been bought. Both of them not having all the utility, because it's just been going back and forth quite a few times. And if we look at this match for now, we also have to think about the casting predictions for our casters coming in. Everyone was saying Bastoncini on that one, but CK Tauras, after that beginning lead given over back to them, things are looking pretty great for them. Bastoncini, though, starting off great with Fagal picking up that first kill. And Saiwu is going to be peeking in over towards that long, playing together with his mate there on the long side.
And we're seeing a heavy ace stack here from Bastoncini, 2 on long, 1 guy pit, 1 guy up in apps, and Fabu Jack again in trouble with 2 people creeping up Banana here.
Yeah, a lot of trouble could be taken here. We are going to see 45-second mark is coming in. Still 2 smokes there for the CK Tower side. Some utility. Ooh, that's some retake utility coming in. But Fabu Jack exposed. The team damage will be there. So that's probably still a good sign for Bastoncini. So the retake could come in. Look at this. Only one player is on approximately 70 HP. And the rest is under 40. With Trino even being on 3 HP. There's a smoke on Banana coming in. The bomb is slowly ticking away. We have 1 defuse kit on Veigar coming in. The flash won't be thrown. Second one coming in as well. And there we go. Kiddo will be dodging that flashbang actually. Finding himself that beautiful frag. Just still on the side. And the retake not working out. It's at ZywOo falling back. As the retreat has to go back towards that CT spawn. And it's CK Tauras. First time inside of this game. They are taking the lead. And they need 3 more in order to call this one a victory.
Definitely.
Oh.
Sad to see Reach go down, but great round from CK Tauras. And as you said, first time they've taken the lead. 10-1 for Bastoncini. Again, I cannot stress this enough. Great comeback from them.
Yeah, we cannot say it enough times right now, because now it's getting closer. And it is getting too close for comfort now for the Bastoncini side, because they might now get that wake-up call at ZywOo. Wanna start things off great, missing that second shot. That could have been brutal. Brutal start could that have been, but it is a 4v5 in the end coming in. Not a 3v5. Still, the advantage is for Bastoncini and at ZywOo. To be fair, he was lucky to get out. Second time he doesn't. AWP gets taken over by the Bastoncini player. And Silrak, can he do it with the AWP too? He has done it quite a lot with the AK or with the M4. The bomb is picked up. And we are gonna see, this is probably Bastoncini's playstyle really. You look at it, they play one guy on A, they play one guy on B. They switch it up now, and they are stacking it up. Obviously now having the eco to work with, so it is looking more, or you tend to see more stacks coming in that way, but they also try it with gun rounds. So interesting to see teams having different playstyles, teams liking to do different things on different maps. And the flashes is coming in. Hunter is boosted up. Will he be checked? That Fagal is also boosted on that quad, finding the second. Will get taken down, and 2 on 3 now coming in. Richa, imagine if he shot there. Imagine if he shot there through the smoke. It's Faboojak who is going to be peeking out after that bomb getting planted. Richa, is he ready for that peek to come in? Bomb is going to be tapped. It's going to be fake. Faboojak is spraying through the smoke, but Spectrinko getting him. It's only Silrak now left in a 1-on-1 versus Spectrino. The AWP versus the AK. Silrak is throwing that gun inside of the church, and that could be a fake that will lead Spectrino to believe he's inside. Silrak is picking up that AK, a more favorable weapon for the job. He's peeking out and he will find the frag. No defuse kit though, so Silrak. Oh, will there be enough time? Yes, there is. No panic, no nothing. The tie is coming in 13-13.
And once more we see the less favorable buy just winning the round. I mean, it's honestly been great to see these teams go at it the way they have been, and to see these close rounds, and especially these unfavorable rounds go towards these two teams.
Yeah, and that could be also a wake-up call for both of the teams, that whenever you play against a worse buy, it could still mean they can take it, and it is probably still probably a 40-60, but it is still a close favorable odds. It's at ZywOo picking up that first frag with that AWP, and CK Tauras being a little bit lost because of that. Getting back out there, maybe. Not sure. CK Tauras splitting up. Obviously with the Mac 10s, you would like to stay as a pact. CK Tauras looking to play like a bit of a default now after that fast aggression coming in. Bastoncini looking great with that 5-on-4 with the double up now coming in. And 1 minute, 10 seconds mark has now passed.
Yeah, and we see CK Tauras just stacked towards this B side, looking to pop out with those Mac 10s. See if Bastoncini can hold off this push as they take down AD ZywOo.
Yeah, they take him down. It's a 4-on-4 now. As you said, Mac 10s usually you want to stick together, and that's what they did. They took down the AWP player. Will Laser be left with 39 points of health because of him getting that AWP. He's gonna miss his first shot because of that. Faboojak is able to take him out. Guido will also get taken down. 2-on-2 now coming in. And every player falling apart. Now it's only Spectrino left. The bomb still has to be defused. The Mac 10 is picked up. Not the favorable weapon for the job. The bomb is gonna be defused. The flash is used. Spectrino is full blind. Oh no! This could be the defuse coming in. No, it isn't. DK Tauras. What have they done? What have they eaten? Because they are close to winning this game already after the 10-1. Not giving up. And now on 14-13. 2 rounds away from winning this game basically. Bastoncini now. Obviously, we have seen the lower buys usually coming in. The knife team damage thingy coming in for CK Towers, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, the buy isn't on the side of Bastoncini, or at least the guns are not in their favor. They still have FAMASes, they still have one Deagle, and they still have the AWP.
Yeah, and I think the AWP is what you're looking for to get the picks to have the impact on the round. But I think where's 87? He's on long. Okay. So he might be able to get that impact as they look towards this A side.
Yeah, they look to go for an execute, but walking back, faking it out. 3 players from Bastoncini were still there on the A side. Maybe there's that side would now pulling the plug on the A side, going towards that B side, but not for now. We see the 5 players from CK Towers now moving inside of that B side. Moldown will be boosted up. Is he gonna expect Silrek to be around there? Silrek, usually the guy who had to step up, will miss his shots there finally. That is, again, a chance for CK Towers to come in. Ooh, that bomb is gonna rotate towards A, and see all the players from Bastoncini just rotating over. This is an A side free, and CK Towers performing the fake that Bastoncini once did, but a bit different. It isn't all the same. The bomb can be planted. A side is clear, but do CK Towers expect it? They're still clearing every single angle, obviously. Bomb is gonna be planted. And there we go. There we have it. CK Towers could reach match point. And Bastoncini pulling the plug, going away. And this is 2 match points for CK Towers. Honestly, Julian, I didn't expect this to happen in any way. I didn't expect CK Towers to get a match point or something after that 10-1 on that CT side, but you gotta see, it isn't always about a map being CT sided for you to like have the upper hand, because CK Towers is playing a perfect T side there on Inferno. How many rounds have they won on their T side already? I think it is like it was a 10-5 half, so then now 10 for them and 3 for Bastoncini.
Yeah, I agree. I did not see CK Tauras being on match point at all this match when we saw that 10-1 lead from Bastoncini, but they've flat out fallen apart, and this buy again not looking the best for them, as they still have that FAMAS in the mix.
Yep. Bojack still not gonna be buying up or anything. We see our screens turning up, and as we go into the 29th round after a small timeout coming in from Bastoncini, trying to get their players to hype up back up and maybe secure ourselves our lovely overtime, because I don't know if there has been an overtime inside of this season 3 before, but maybe this could be a first. For Bojack obviously still having that FAMAS to work with, and CK Towers, they could still take it, even though everyone has voted against them. I think in the chat people had more hope with their predictions coming in for the channel points. So some nice picks coming out for CK Towers. Maybe some nice channel points taken for that. Obviously that's not where we are waiting on. CK Towers, even though they aren't the favorites inside of this match, definitely going to be a big favorites inside of this tournament. If I look at it, Bastoncini being one of the better teams, I think, out of Group A. We didn't say that, but Group A is a really strong group with a lot of great teams coming in there. C-Rek and Epsai Wu starting things off great though, as we are going to be moving back into the game. A 2v5 now coming in, and yeah, there we go. There we have it. Bastoncini, they get themselves a pass. They get themselves some hype back, get themselves some momentum going, and we see Silrek 35 has hit right now. Due to the counter in this round are added.
Yeah, and whatever they discussed in that pause, I think it worked out for them.
Yeah. Whatever they did, they should call them more. Push is now coming in, and I was gonna say it could be a clean sweep coming in. That Saiwu will get himself taken out. It's only Richa left. Silrak still close towards that wall, and he adds up the target to 36. That's a great number. And match point, once again, coming in for CK Tauras. They just need one more round in order to win this game and go 1-0 inside of this Group A. No passes or anything coming in, so we're instantly gonna continue. Can Bastoncini swipe away that second match point too? We see a worse buy now coming out from CK Towers. That doesn't mean a lot, as we have seen inside of this game. But they will
Yeah,
still have to pull it off.
and still bringing out the Mac 10 and Deagle is always. You hate to see it, especially on match point, but I think CK Torres does have the chance to convert here.
Yeah, they clearly do. We are going to see CK Towers playing their default still. Bastoncini once again going for that B side one player hold. Stack towards the A side. Once again coming in. Fabujak is still the only player on that B side. Has himself still a smoke to work with. Throwing it inside of Deep Banana. And that's a different different way of playing the B side, because usually they had the smoke down there on side of the close CT, and it is a 3-on-5 now coming in. 45 seconds left on the clock as players from CK Towers are moving their asses over towards that B side now. With that Mac 10 still in play, will be swapped over with that AK. So we are gonna have to find out if this B side take with 3 players is gonna be enough. They have only 1 smoke remaining, so CT is gonna be smoked, but no coffin smoke or anything coming in. And Zaiwu, you love to see that dark position been played with the AWP. Fabujak is gonna be flashing himself in. That's 2 kills going the way. The Tracer showing through the smoke, but it is 1v4 after all. Richa gonna get taken out, and that's overtime, ladies and gentlemen. This is a great match, and it has basically everything. Fast pushes, some nice executes coming in, some nice fakes, and that's what you love to see.
Yeah, and I did not see this match going to overtime at all.
No.
But
Maybe after the 10-10 we did, but like in the beginning we definitely didn't.
yeah, and Moldown, he has definitely stepped up, being 26 and 20 right now for CK Tauras.
Yeah. With this game going into overtime, as I said, we could have a first, but for now that also doesn't really matter, because both teams just want to continue going on and getting those top 4 spots inside of that Group A in order to progress towards the playoffs. Obviously, a higher seed means a worse player from the other group, so that's where you're also aiming for with your wins to come in. But it is always nice to see to get yourself a higher seed for now inside of that group. A boost is coming in. Oh, this is a boost I haven't seen a lot inside of Pro CS before. That's a really weird way of playing that B side, but we have seen also some other weird ways coming in from Bastoncini to play with only 1 player there, with some smokes thrown at 3. So I'm not it isn't weird looking for me anymore. But this is a CT spawn. Obviously isn't expected to be hit. Richa gonna be checking. Fabujak is waiting for that peak to come in. Fabujak with 1 spraying for the... Oh no, it was Richa. Never mind. Richa with the first, almost spraying down the second. People make mistakes, and so do casters. 2v4 now is coming in, and this is looking to be a round for CK Tauras.
Definitely, and I mean, the fact that they can just wrap long towards B there is cost Bastoncini the round, and I think miscommunication on their end. I mean, just standing in a boost open to three T's, I think it was, pushing the CT areas.
Yeah.
what ended up costing them.
Yeah, how I think about it, like when you have that boost in, you have two players holding B, you have also two players holding A like that. Like, why don't you have a player on long? You don't have to play that setup with also having an alternative A hit, in my opinion. Like an alternative A stack. Three players on short is obviously nice, but with that boost in, you need to have a player on long. Obviously, you have Fabu Jack waiting, but Richa could just peek out, and if he peeks down the first, then the op is gonna be taken down too. So it is a big risk to take. Get them all down. Gonna go for aggressive peek. Takes down Fabu Jack there with his AWP, and 5v4 is already secured. CK Tauras already on 16, could add it up to 17, 19. Obviously being the lucky number inside of this first overtime. And with 18-18, we are going to continue. With the 17 mark already hit, that's already you been a bit closer towards that victory. Rika trying to pick up Sealrock then. And it is a 4v3 after all.
Yeah, it is, and Bastoncini basically getting a taste of their own medicine, just ultra aggressive plays from CK Tauras in the beginning of this round here.
Yeah, clearly that's what's happening. See, Shidro just hearing the ticks of the fire coming in, and with that, he reads it where it is. Shido in a 1v1 now will be getting peeked by Silrex. Silrex still on the side, dancing around the pillar, jumping on top of it, and it will be the tied up. The tied game coming in. 16-16 now.
Yeah, and that's an important round if you're Bastoncini, because their money would not look... I mean, it still doesn't look best, but this is the last round of the first half of overtime, so that is not one of their concerns right now.
Yeah, and we see the double up setup coming out for the Bastoncini side. To be fair, Silrek being so incredibly OP on that M4 and the AK. He now going for the AWP. We have seen some interesting plays already with that AWP coming out, but he has been shining quite a bit with that rifle. So him not sticking to that gives me a sign that he still wants more, and there's still more inside of that tank. The boost is coming in, and now a player on long is there. Tilrek will be expected. That nade might finish the deal. No, it isn't. Fabujek tanking for it a bit. And no kill is found yet, but at least some damage dealt towards that seal rock.
Yeah, and the bomb going towards A here, interesting as they get the tag onto Sirak, but this is still anyone's round, really, with three people, three T's stacked up towards A. Oh, he might peek into 80's IWU here.
Ooh, yeah. What he's gonna do? Nice pickup there. Peeking him out, and that's two players still stacked up towards that A side. One guy inside of that one way. It's Hunter trying to find some more frags than just two. It's ball down with the Tech 9, finding himself the first. Maybe a wallbang towards that pit is coming in. The molly will be missing. Richa will get himself the frag. Is gonna get traded out to the 1v2 Laser. This is for overtime. This is for the 17th round. Laser finding one, and he will get taken down by Fabu Jack, even though he hasn't been that in... Oh, there's no need to save an AWP, man. It's already the last round of the half. Yes, there we go. He's gonna defuse it. 13 rounds, or 13 kills for Fabu Jack, but still, two important rounds coming in, or two important kills coming in for Fabu Jack, and securing themselves the round. Two rounds inside of this first half overtime have been taken over by Bastoncini, and with now their T side coming up, it was their better side in their first half, so let's find out if they can do it now.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to see some very aggressive Bastoncini early rounds again, as they did in regulation, and it does seem like we're getting exactly that.
Yep, there we go. Flash is going to be used. Forgal is going to be going aggressive. Will only be ticked once with that molly, obviously. The smoke is not that great on long for Bastoncini. But yeah, obviously, there isn't going to be any rotation coming after that smoke. And that also doesn't really matter because it's still early in the round and not a lot of gamble plays are going to be taken on by CK Tauras. Oh, that's a bit of a miscommunication. Still the Molotov is up, honestly, but the smoke has a huge gap. So that's probably a bit of a waste for CK Tauras. The B side take seems to be coming in now for the Bastoncini side. And there we go. 2 AWPs for CK Tauras. Still to play with. 1 on B, 1 on A. Flashes coming in. Smoke also used. And Laser will get himself the first frag. Attack is also coming out to Fegal. But it is the 4 on 4 now. Make that a 3 on 3. Players getting traded. And that's Richa finding a kill from CT. Kills are going all the different ways. And after a few trades, we are with Chido in a 1v2. Ed Zaiwu probably has spotted him out. Ed Zaiwu will finish the last player off. And now, instead of 2 match points for CK Tauras, which Bastoncini swooped away, now we have only 1 or only 2 match points for Bastoncini. So if CK Tauras could swap those 2 away, we have had 2 match points each.
Yeah, and Bastoncini not looking too good on their CT side in regulation, but their T side really shines and they're hoping to take it all here.
Yeah, obviously it has been taken quite long for them as well now, and with that huge lead in the beginning, Hunter picking up the first kill. This could be it. The first man advantage has been taken. The 5v2 now coming in. Laser was swapping out his guns there for a moment. And ladies and gentlemen, I think this is gonna be it. 2v4 now. Bomb is gonna be planted here for sure. Oh, that's Zaiwu still taking a bit long for the bomb to be planted. And now a 2v4 coming in. Richa and Mole down. Has to do it all. We're still not seeing the nice, or I'm not seeing the nice camera angle. That's obviously what it is. Zilrek will be picking up a kill, and that's going to be some BM in the chat. Obviously, you guys don't get to see it. The 1v3 is in. Richa will get taken down, and ladies and gentlemen, Bastoncini will be taking home this victory. 19-16 will be in. And Bastoncini, congratulations to them for winning. We see on the scoreboard Zilrek getting 39 in the end. And they're taking the 1-0 spot here in this Authority League Season 3. Julian, what were your thoughts of that match?
Well, I think coming into this match, Bastoncini were the favorites just because we've seen them play, we've seen how good they were. But CK Tauras definitely surprised everyone, and I think they did a great job, especially with that comeback from the 10-1. Yeah, Bastoncini lead. And it was a great game, great fight from them, but in the end, Bastoncini just took it all away, and it all fell apart for them.
Yeah, CK Tauras, they weren't really the favorites, but still a team to watch out for, I should say, because Bastoncini leaving this one into overtime with more matches coming up, honestly, to fight for CK Tauras. They still have a chance of progressing. They have showed ourselves today, so no one should underestimate CK Tauras, and also all the casters shouldn't, because we probably underestimated them a little bit too much. I think this will be it for today. Tomorrow there will still be a match. I'm honestly not sure if it is going to be casted or not, but we will still have to find out that, and otherwise there might also still be a stream. Yeah, this was it. First week of the Authority League is almost done. I think one more match will be played on the 14th, and then tomorrow is already going to be the first match of week 2 coming in, and then we still have a lot more weeks to come. 5 weeks in total until we go to playoffs. So I want to thank you guys all for watching. This was me and Julian, and we are going to see you guys probably later.